What's up, it's Jan back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. This is gonna be my July TBR. So, we got a lot of books, per usual. I'm not gonna stick to... There's a bug on my wall. What is it? It's one of those creepy looking like water bug things. I don't like it. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, so if I keep looking in that direction, that's why, but I'm gonna take care of it later. We have 17 books in this TBR. A lot of them are hopefuls. Some of them are for themed vlogs, reading, no, what are they called? Readathons, things like that. So we're gonna get right on into it. I hate that I did that. What the fuck was that? So this month I'm gonna be doing Summerween from July 15th to the 21st. That's so exciting because Cammie's gonna be with me those first couple days and we're gonna do it together. That readathon is hosted by Gabby from Gabby Reads and Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte. I do it every time they host this in all seasons. I'm also doing Questathon, which is hosted by Sahar from Basically Bookish Reads, and a few of my friends are co-hosts as well. I will link her announcement video down below. As usual, I'm gonna be starting this TBR with my full moon book club pick, which is Gothicana by Runix, and my guest host this month is gonna be Ashley from A Frolic Through Fiction. I'm so excited to chat with her again. I haven't video chatted with her in like probably almost a year now, so I'm so excited. Oh wait, no, she hosted Sapphicathon like end of last year. Oh my god, this bug is moving. Ew, 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 ew. It has so many legs. So this is a dark academia, fantasy, romance type of thing. As you can see from just the cover, it is totally my vibes, my aesthetic. I'm so stoked for this. If you want more information on this, I'll link my book club pick video down below. And stay tuned for the next 3 book club picks and a very special little spin for August. I will be announcing that sometime in a couple weeks. So look out for that. And then I usually talk about Sapphicathon. So Jesse and I were actually gonna cancel Sapphicathon this month just because we've been so all over the place with it lately and we just need like a regroup, recoup, reset situation. But it's 1 year of Sapphicathon. I realized, I was like, Jesse, we can't cancel because it's our 1 year anniversary of Sapphicathon. I did make the announcement and then they reshared it on Instagram that we will not be having guest hosts from now on, but we might have guest hosts on our live reading sprints for Sapphicathon. But in terms of hosting wise, it's just gonna be me and Jesse from now on. Jesse and me, Jesse and I, bestie Jesse. Yeah. So for Sapphicathon, I'm gonna be carrying over a book from June, which is Legends and Lattes. I don't even think I included it in my June TBR. Legends and Lattes by Travis something. I'll have the picture right here because I'm gonna be reading it on my Kindle. Haven't read from my Kindle in a hot sec, so I'm so excited. Hopefully I can hold off on it until the 23rd because I am like 20 pages into it and Cammie's reading it and loving it. Everyone's reading it and loving it. So I'm super excited to join the hype. But yeah, so it is on, oh no, it was on Kindle Unlimited. It's not anymore, but this bug is moving so fast. I cannot. But yeah, this is a little cozy fantasy situation. It's sapphic, hence why I'm reading it for Sapphicathon, but it's between an orc and a succubus, which is an interesting duo. And basically they introduce coffee to this fantasy world for the first time and they open up a coffee shop and it's supposed to be super cute vibes. Y'all know how much I love my coffee, so I'm very excited for this. And it's supposed to be super quick, super cute, super quirky. Next I'm gonna talk about what's gonna be my first read of July pretty much. I finished a poetry collection this morning. Today's July 1st, by the way. I am gonna be reading, I just added this to my TBR yesterday. Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. My friend Isabella from @the_feminist bookworm on Instagram hooked me up with an ARC because she got a second copy of it. Love that for me. I personally honestly did not want to purchase this book for myself. I didn't want to spend the money on it because I really have not a lot of hope for this book. Not a lot of faith in my enjoyment for it. I have really low expectations. Who knows, it might surprise me, but thank you so much Isabella for giving me my favorite author's newest book. This is about Soto, who is a character from Malibu Rising, which is Taylor Jenkins Reid's previous book. This bug, I cannot. It's just lurking. Look at the heebie-jeebies. It basically involves her retiring from tennis and trying to reclaim her fame or something like that. I can't read the synopsis again because it's just gonna deter me from wanting to read it. But I will be reading this on my first of the month sprints tonight with Jesse, so I am gonna have a dedicated reading vlog for this book, so stay tuned for that. I do try to read nonfiction every month and I've been doing really well with that. So for this month, I'm gonna be picking up Tell Me Everything by Erica Krauss. It's part memoir, part literary true crime or something like that. So it's about her story. I think she gets sexually assaulted. Yeah, okay. Part memoir and part literary true crime, Tell Me Everything is the mesmerizing story of a landmark sexual assault investigation and the female private investigator who helps crack it open. I haven't read true crime in so long, so I'm really excited to dive back in and get back on my true crime kick. Hopefully it's not too triggering, but yeah, please look up trigger warnings before going into this one if you do decide to pick it up. The next book I'm definitely going to be picking up in July is Kingdom of the Cursed by Carrie Maniscalco. I gave Kingdom of the Wicked 5 stars last month. I absolutely loved it. The world building, the different paranormal creatures, the characters, the freaking witchiness, the banter between the characters. I loved it. I loved the writing. Carrie Maniscalco, I just need to read everything she writes. Ever since Stalking Jack the Ripper last January, like 2021, I've been meaning to get to all her work, but here we are making our way downtown, you know what I'm saying? This is the sequel. I heard this is even better than the first, according to Hannah from Hannah's Recent Reads. And then the third book comes out, I believe, in September. I need to get the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition because that's what I have for the first two. This bug is now over here. It was over there like 5 minutes ago. I'm also gonna hopefully finally get to The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I read The Starless Sea like right at the beginning of the pandemic. It was like the last book I purchased in person before everything shut down. Yeah, so I'm excited to try The Night Circus. I'm not a huge fan of like circus themed books, but we shall see. I heard the writing is stunning. I heard the romance in this is stunning. So I'm gonna be reading this with, I don't know if it's happening anymore, but Molly from, I don't know if there's still Mind of Molly on YouTube, but I know on Instagram they're now romantically reading. I think they were gonna do a read along for this book, but either way, I've been meaning to get to this, so I'm putting it on my July TBR. It's not gonna be my highest priority, not gonna lie, but it's there. A book that I am gonna prioritize though is The Lies I Tell by Julie Clark, which is a thriller. That was my book of the month pick for June. And Julie Clark is the author of The Last Flight. And if y'all didn't know, The Last Flight is the thriller that got me into thrillers. The thriller, y'all. Love that book. Hopefully I love this one because it's about con women. I think I mentioned this before, but ever since I read The 1000th Floor by Katharine McGee, I've been obsessed with con artists in books. So I'm really excited for this thriller, and I've been needing a good fast-paced thriller. And then I read The House Across the Lake last month and that didn't do it for me. So we're gonna try again. Next one I'm super excited for. Look at me continuing series, A Worthy Opponent by Katie Roberts. This is the third book in the Wicked Villain series, which consists of books that are Disney retellings but make it smutty, as some of y'all might know. Loved Desperate Measures. Learned My Lesson was alright, which was the second book. This one follows Captain Hook and Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell as a full-grown human. Okay, people ask me this a lot recently, but she's not gonna be a little fairy and a full-grown man, okay? So yeah, I'm so excited to dive into this, and they're all super short and super fun. This was gonna be my first read of July, but then I was like, I really wanna just get this Carrie Soto vlog out of the way and see where I stand with the new TJR. But this will definitely get read in July. Another book that I kind of not last minute, but like wasn't planning on reading in July initially, The 10,000 Doors of January. I randomly saw a quote from this book, and then I was like, let me look for more quotes. And then I was like, I need to read this ASAP Rocky. I've had this book forever, and I've never read an Alex E. Harrow, and I also own The Once and Future Witches, but this was published before that one. I heard that I will really like this one, possibly, because of the writing and all the notable quotes. I hate that it has deckled edges, especially on a paperback, come on. I believe this is a fantasy where this girl named January like finds all these doors, but I've also heard that like it's less fantasy than people originally anticipated, so we shall see. When she finds a strange book, one that tells a tale of secret doors of love, adventure, and danger, for the first time, January realizes she can escape her story and sneak into someone else's. I'm pretty much going into this blindly, so we shall see if I love this as much as people say I will. I'm also going to be reading Once There Were Wolves by Charlotte McConaughey, specifically because at work I'm going to be hosting a book club discussion in September, but that book discussion is at one of our branches. But at the library that I work at, our main branch, this is the next book discussion, which is on the 18th, and I'm going to be like kind of shadowing the librarian who hosts this one, so I need to read this, and I figured that I've wanted to read this since it was a book of the month pick. So I finally got it as an add-on. It takes place in Scotland, Scotland, I believe. And there's this girl who protects the wolves or something, and wolves are my favorite animal. So I'm really excited to have a short little story all about wolves. I have no idea what to expect really. I know Hannah really liked this one, and Ashley from Ashley's Little Library recommended it to her, so she really liked this. So I've heard good things, but yeah, I think like wolves are endangered or something, and she's trying to protect them somehow. I'm hoping for really good atmospheric writing for this one, and I'm hoping to finish it really quickly. Definitely before the 18th, obviously. It's only like 250 pages. So Jessie and I have this reading vlog collab thing planned. So basically is it even a secret? I don't even remember, but you know what? Whatever, it's not that deep. Sorry, Jessie, if y'all were trying to keep this a secret. But basically we're gonna read books that we recommend each other just to test if we know each other's taste type of thing. So I'm gonna be reading 3 books. So I'm either gonna be reading Iron Widow, which is a YA fantasy written by an Asian author that I heard I would love. It's very feminist centric and has really good quotes. I have no idea what it's about, and I don't really want to know because I'm kind of scared, because I think Jessie said it's kind of sci-fi, and y'all know I try to stray away from sci-fi. I lost the bug, y'all. I lost the fucking bug. Nope. Hopefully I find it later. Oh my god. But yeah, so I'm either gonna be reading this one, or I'm gonna read The Undead Truth of Us by Brittany Lewis, depending on when it comes in the mail. The publisher actually sent it to Jessie by accident, so they're gonna send it to me with my birthday gift. So depending on when those arrive and when I decide to film the video then. But those are the options. I'm also going to be reading Burn Down, Rise Up. This one's a for sure by Vincent Tirado, a non-binary author, by the way. And this is actually Jessie's NB Book Club pick for August. I'm going to be all prepared for the August discussion. I heard this is like a YA horror type thing. So the Bronx has been plagued by sudden disappearances that no one could explain. And then this 15-year-old figures out what's going on, and there's like some sort of game, but I usually don't like game-centered books. But Jessie said, oh my god, those are fireworks. Why? It's broad daylight, bro. I just heard that this one's super intense and has a lot of grotesque, horrific elements that Jessie thinks I would love. The last book I'm gonna read for that vlog specifically is Just by Looking at Him by Ryan O'Connell. Jessie says that this is one of the funniest books they've ever read, and that I would love it, and that I would regret checking it out from the library because I'd want to annotate it, but alas. Your girl's a broke bitch, so here we are. And this is a gay romance. Yeah, I'm just kind of going into these blindly. I'm just going off of Jessie's word. I think it's a contemporary about a 35-year-old TV writer. A ruckusly funny, achingly real, and irresistibly touching debut novel about love, living with disabilities, and fighting addiction. Hopefully this moves me in some way, shape, or form. The chapters are really short, so hoping this will be a quick read. I'm really excited for these books, and I want to see if I agree with Jessie, because we don't agree on much. Last but not least, I'll talk about Summerween and what I'm going to be reading for those prompts. One of the prompts is read a slasher, so I'm finally going to be picking up Brother by Anya Alborn. Got this from a subscriber last year from a girl named Haley, so thank you so much, Haley, for sending this to me. Joey, my boyfriend, just read this book and said I need to pick it up soon, so I made it fit the slasher prompt. I mean, it took him like 2 or 3 days to read, so I'm hoping that'll be the case for me as well. It's about a family of serial killers who are also cannibals, and I believe the brother falls in love with the victim at some point, and I heard it's very disturbing, so excited. I haven't had a disturbing book in a while. Like, I haven't read Junji Ito all of June. I don't think so, at least. And lastly, I'm just so excited for this. I know I've said I'm excited for everything, but like, I've never read this author before. I've never read Jennifer McMahon, but my mom just bought me this book recently, Children on the Hill. I think it's a horror thriller type of thing that's inspired by Frankenstein. I don't really know much about it. I just know there are dual timelines, and I heard Jennifer McMahon is queen of dual timelines. The fact that it's based on Frankenstein is just so intriguing to me, and I'm assuming there's gonna be creepy children, which always freaks me out. So I'm excited to finally read this author and her newest release nonetheless. And then maybe if I like her writing, I'll do a dedicated like author spotlight ranking type of video for her. I wanted to include this one, but I really just wanted to read it in July. And that's a freaking wrap. You know, as usual, I probably won't completely stick to my TBR this month. I've been doing better with sticking to TBRs though. Not completing them, but sticking to them. We'll hope for the best. It is my birthday month, so there's gonna be a lot going on. I might not read as much as I want to, or expect to, so we will see. We'll just go with the flow, you know? If you made it to the end of this video, put the balloon emoji in the comments down below, because, you know, birthday month. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you are reading any of these books this month as well for a little unintentional buddy read moment. Hope y'all had a great day. Stay safe and stay positive always, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.